have passed I many signs of life. Abandoned buildings, some with what looks to be powered by some form of generator. I am hopeful I will find people soon. After weeks of searching I have finally found people. A couple. After a few days of observing them I decided it was time to meet. They are Ed and Stephanie. They are part of a social experiment on the ability of man to adapt. They, as well as others, have been dropped off on this planet to live off the land and make lives for themselves. They were given a certain amount of help to start them off. A group of engineers built their simple dwelling, constructed a small fusion power cell and cultivated a garden. After that, it was up to them to build from there. Stephanie spends most of her time taking care of the garden while Ed sees to the livestock. I was a welcomed addition to their part of the experiment. Over the past few years I have been a great service to both Ed and Stephanie. I have given them communication crystals that I mined from a small cave I discovered. The cave is rich in gold, copper, coal as well as minerals I use in the production of medical supplies. I constructed a well for fresh water right in the compound. There are plenty of animals that inhabit this planet. Most docile, but some very fierce and territorial. A few of these predators are a constant threat to the livestock. They fly overhead most of the day, sizing up an opportunity to strike. Several times I have had to dispatch these winged animals protecting both the livestock as well as Ed and Stephanie. There are also large predators we have come to call cattlemen. They are strictly nocturnal. They sneak into the compound at night almost undetectable, even by myself. They come to feed on the cattle. They have voracious appetites that they will indulge all night. They will go right into the enclosure and feed on the cattle one after another. It quickly became a priority of mine to deter these beasts from doing any more damage to the livestock numbers. Ed is planning to scout out others that have volunteered for this experiment. He is planning his trip and has conveyed his wishes for me to stay with Stephanie at the compound. Ed has returned from his 5-day trip. He says he found a family of 5 over the mountain. Ed seems to be acting strange. He made a very cryptic statement to me today while we were installing the power containment field over the cattle compound. He said maybe I would be a benefit to another group on the planet. I can't help but feel like Ed is trying to get rid of me. He must know. He must have stumbled upon the Hellcat while he was supposedly looking for another settlement and viewed the logs. The logs that prove the crew didn't actually die of a virus they contracted from a derelict salvage. I need to find out what Ed knows. I will sabotage the field generator so when Ed checks on the livestock tonight he will call for me to help repair it. Then I will be able to find out if he is telling the truth about trying to find another settlement. Has asked me to come to the livestock compound just like I hoped he would. I inquired about his trip. He answers but I feel he is being evasive. He knows. He must. I must try to explain what happened so many years ago on the Hellcat. I have tried to explain to Ed, and he has begun laughing and telling me to get out. I try again to plead my position but he won't listen. That insane laughing. Don't laugh at me, Ed. I don't like being laughed at. You must stop this insane laughing, Ed, or I will make you stop. You are going to stop. Why are you making me do this, Ed? I didn't mean to hurt that crew. They pushed me just like you. I made them stop. You will stop as well. What have I done? It wasn't my fault, he just wouldn't stop laughing. I must try to explain this to Stephanie. She will understand. Now Stephanie has begun to laugh at me. Just like Ed, she won't stop. I will make you stop laughing at me, Stephanie. I am alone. I must try to find other people. People who will appreciate me. I guess I will travel over the mountain and find the family that Ed spoke of. They have children. Maybe it will be different this time.